2 tests will be conducted that sound rather ominous. The first of these tests will happen in Russia on Tuesday. Putin has ordered the very first nationwide nuclear attack exercise in the entire history of his country. And apparently this is making headlines all over the globe. If Putin was entirely convinced that there is zero chance that a nuclear war will happen, he would not have ordered these drills. Obviously, he believes that there is at least a remote possibility that the conflict in Ukraine could spark a nuclear war. It is being reported that this exercise will assume that martial law has been introduced in Russia and that a nuclear attack by the Western powers would destroy up to 70% of Russian housing. But that doesn't mean that most of the Russian population would die during an attack. Russia has more than 16,000 nuclear shelters, and some of them can hold vast numbers of people. Here in the United States, we have one. It is in the Seattle area, and at the time it was built, it could hold about 200 people. And of course, the U.S. is not likely to hold a nationwide nuclear attack exercise anytime soon, because our leaders have fooled themselves into thinking that the Russians would never dare fire their missiles at us. But just last week, thousands of Russians were involved in an extensive nuclear combat drills. The combat drills took place on Thursday and saw 3,000 Tagil Rocket Division soldiers being trained on the highest degrees of combat readiness. Video footage of the Nuclear Missile Division's combat drills was shown on Russian Defense Ministry TV. The clip shows thousands of soldiers training in Yar's thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles feared throughout the world because of their massive 6,835-mile range. Now, if both sides, Michael says, continues to escalate matters in Ukraine, this is where things are eventually heading, and the Russians realize this. But unfortunately, our leaders in the Western world just don't seem to get it. If push comes to shove, the Russians will use their nuclear weapons. In fact, many prominent voices inside Russia are already encouraging Putin to go in this direction. Here is just one example. The loyalist MP and Army Commander Lieutenant General Andrei Gurylev, who demanded Putin be ready to use nuclear weapons. He said that our strategic capability is our nuclear triad. This is what is designed for the landmass of the United States of America. This is especially for them. And they know very well that after that, there will be no United States of America. We 100% inflict an unacceptable defeat on the U.S. They know that, he said. Now, if our leaders had any sense, they would be looking for a peaceful way out of this mess, which is still possible, because Ukraine is not going to defeat Russia, and the Russians are not going to back down. Last week, it was being reported that Putin had decided to bring in 130,000 conscripts for military service this fall, increasing the age limit from 27 to 30. Russia's lower house of parliament voted last July to raise the age, and that legislation will take effect on January 1st, 2024. Putin said earlier this month that he is bracing for a long war with Ukraine as Russia's armed forces press on with their special military operation in Ukraine. We are rapidly approaching a point of no return with Russia, and so we should sit down and talk while we still can. Now, the second ominous event is the nationwide emergency alert test. That will happen just one day after the Russians conduct their nationwide nuclear attack exercise. So on Wednesday afternoon, televisions, radios, and phones all over the United States will suddenly come alive at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Officially, the trial is called the Nationwide Emergency Alert Test. And you'll know it's a test and not an actual emergency because it will be accompanied by an explanation of the test. Even if your phone is set to silent mode, you will still hear a very loud alarm. The test will last about 1 minute on radio and television, and cell phones should receive the alert within a half hour of the test starting. The test system will broadcast a message reading, "This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. No action is needed." So does this mean that something really bad will happen on Wednesday? Probably not, Michael says. They are telling us that this is just a test, and hopefully that is all it is. But they are obviously practicing because they believe that there is reason to do so. We live at a time when one bad thing is going to happen after another. This summer, Hawaii was devastated by wildfire.
There you go. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I look to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Double honors to the apostles, the elders from Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters in the house of David, the true believers. This is the Brahm Eyes from the Lions of 12 here at Sacramento Camp. Today's date is October 2nd, 2023. The Apostle Tahar said of this year, hopefully all prophecies come to pass. Lord's will. There you go. Hey man, World War III is everybody's alert. You see it. Putin's ain't playing. The Mossad's putting the spirit on the Medes of the Russians, putting an evil thought to destroy this place, to destroy the West. And Russia's they writing down options. They did whatever they can. So the last card they're gonna pull is that, hey, World War III. And so this biblical prophecy. So America is going to get destroyed by the nuclear ICBM missiles, and Mossad Yahweh Shema Shah is going to put the spirit in them to do so in prophecies, right? And don't forget the laser beams from the chariots too, And there you go. I guess they're going to have a nationwide emergency alert system on Wednesday, the 4th, and then the Russians said they had 3,000 troops nuclear battle ready, on Tuesday. Everybody's getting ready. The bunkers, they set up. Everybody's getting set up for the day, Judgment Day. So we bust a watch and blow the trumpet to warn our people. This was going on. Whether you forbear, or whether you hear or you forbear, Yeah, World War III's up here, man. We're close, but we all know, right? We gotta wait for we're so close, man. We're close. We're close. But first, everybody's getting ready for the World War III, the third woe. It tells us in Revelations. Let's go ahead and grab that. I'm just rolling with the spirit. Let's go ahead. Revelation chapter 11. Start there. Verse 14, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. You see? And we're talking about right now. That's why Yahweh Shema Shah says, watch. You don't know what hour, And then they're going to have the emergency alert system going on. It's the book of Job. Chapter 15. Verse 21, that says, a dreadful sound. A dreadful sound is in the ears, right? That's why they're talking about it, man. The emergency alert system is going to go off October 4th. That's what they're saying. It's going to be a dreadful sound. It's going to be eerie. I bet you most people, especially our people, don't know what's going on. I bet you they're not really paying attention. They don't know about that's coming up. When they get the alert system, they're going to be panicking. It's a dreadful sounds in the ears. A dreadful. I mean, shoot, look. Let's read it and let's go ahead and read it NLT. It says, a dreadful sound is in the ears, and prosperity and destroyer shall come upon him. NLT says, it says the sound of terror rings. Woo! Right? The sound of terror rings on the phone or the TV or radio. It's gonna be loud too. A sound of terror rings in the ears, and even on the good days, they fear the attack of the destroyer. You see that? So, whether it's gonna nothing's happening or something probably do happen, but still don't be ignorant in little things or some little matter or big matter. All right, and let's go to First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1 that says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourself knowing perfectly that the day of the Lord out one so cometh as a thief in the night." See? It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety," oh, it's all good, hey, it's all peace right now. When they say peace and safety, then a sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon the woman with the child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. You see? So meaning that we're watching, and we thank the Lord Yahweh Shemashai put the spirit in us to wisdom, understanding what's going on in right now. So when it does happen, we're not gonna be surprised. We're not gonna be shocked. We're not gonna be blindsided. We're prepared. We are prepared for it, and we have brace ourselves for it. Verse 5 says, "Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day, and we are not of the night, near of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." You see? So don't go back to sleep. Oh man, the government shutdown ain't happening, man. I was all good. You know what I mean? And now you rock to back to sleep or whatever. It could be many cases. But it says, "Therefore, let us not sleep." Don't rock back to sleep in the world, man. Don't. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta keep watch. Be sober, man. Have this armor of light, the whole armor on, to watch and see what's going on. It says, "Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." Oh, NLT says, "So be on your guard, not asleep like the others. Stay alert." Ooh, there you go. And be clear-headed. You see, you gotta be clear-headed, clear conscience. Be sober, meaning that don't give in to different philosophies and don't go back to the world and go back, rock back to sleep, man. But it says be on guard and stay alert. You see? And let's go ahead and off. Let me see. Okay. Book of Second Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord out of one will come as a thief in the night." Oh, there it is. There goes that thief in the night again. And we just read in Thessalonians. "But the day of the Lord out of one will come as a thief in the night, and the watch, though heaven shall pass away with a great noise, and with the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up." You see? That great noise when that hit the ground, when the ICBM nuclear missiles would hit ground zero, that's gonna make a big noise, man. And everything, the elements gonna melt with fervent heat. It tells you that in the Tormentor 2, you know, in that scene. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversations and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, to look for new heavens and the new earth, wherein dwelt righteous. You see? So that's what we want. We want to be hasting to the Lord, right? Looking for the hasten unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens shall, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall be melt with fervent heat. You see, and that's what's coming. Most High is putting spirits on the Medes, man, the Russians. You see, to melt this, the whole earth needs cleansing. But this place of Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to destroy with that fervent heat. You know? So be watching, always pray that we can't worthy to escape from all these things. You know? We gotta be alert, keep watch, be sober, don't go back to sleep, but let's do others. Because it's a lot of distractions going on. You know, you got that Tupac story now. And you got the NFL games and stuff like that, you know, and so on and so forth. You know, what's her name? Tyler Perry, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's on the news, on the NFL, shit like that, man. Right? But, hey, man, the Lord got to do the job, man. You know, we got to keep watching and pray, man, and blow that trumpet, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and end there. But first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders from the great millstone. Shalom to the brothers and sisters in the house of David, the true believers. Until next time, shalom.